Hope you're doing well. Happy Saturday to you. Hopefully, the connection will be better. I know. Or check your position there.
It's crazy.
It's not
It's really crazy. It's crazy.
I know. That's Lydia. I mean, this
Yes,
school kid who died yesterday in a manhole has just got my mood. But I'll try and just ginger up a bit.
Just shake it off. Shake it off.
I
Shake it
will
off.
do that.
Shake it.
I'll do that. Okay, so that's what you were saying. So yeah, taking it from where we stopped before we had issues.
Yeah, as I was saying, I told you after divorce, I gathered courage to go back to school, and that opened up my whole life in a different perspective. You know, I went to school abroad. I was this closed person emotionally and everything, but because of the decision I took and then the support I got from a friend, a very good friend, and it's just blowed me up like that. I got additional knowledge. I got a degree. I got exposure. I got contacts, and later on, I realized that as women, we need to support each other.
Yeah.
If I had all the support I needed from my siblings, we're 4 girls.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the things I went through, I wouldn't have gone through.
What kind of support are you referring to?
One, when you're going through something in marriage, instead of they listening
to you,
they have this idea that Obadi SSL will endure in marriage. So you have to sit there. And when your mom tells you marriage is the same, and she went through the same with your dad for 35 years before your dad passed, and you have to endure. You don't have to endure everything in marriage. No.
Yeah.
There are times
don't you think? Yes. Don't you think it's because they are in it, or yes, that's why they're encouraging you to stay in it. But how do you know that? How will they know that it is good for you? I mean, it will be good for you to stay in that marriage or not. It's something they do not know. So they can always give you their opinion, share their the expertise on what it is that you're going through because they are in it too, or they've been through it. But I mean, it's definitely up to you to make the decision whether you want to stay in there or not.
Yes, you're right. You're right on one part. On the other hand, when you're going to marriage, you need politics. You understand? And these advice come from experiences. People you know, people you don't know, people who have been there, people who are still there, people who have gone out of it.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
So sometimes, because we are a needed society, we tend to lean so much on some advice and society as well.
Yeah.
More or less family.
Yes.
Yes. So that aside, as I said, if I had that, maybe it could have been different. But yes, I didn't get it that way. But it really changed my life. I got what I really needed most. It empowered me. I came back to Ghana, got a job into a sales and customer service and international trade and all that. But life changed again, and that is life.
I'm very interested in knowing why you decided to go back to school, because this is a lot of this is something that a lot of people have in mind. I think,
Mm.
especially when you've not been, or you've not had the kind of education that you deserve, right? It gets to a point you
Mm.
realize that, I mean, everybody is entitled to good education. Unfortunately,
Yes.
I mean, life turns different paths, right? And then you
Mm.
end up, you know, not being where, or doing what you truly want to do, or focus on
Mm-hmm.
your education. Now, some people too do not have the privilege of what um what's the word, it's gone, so they don't have the privilege of getting into the level that they want to, or they deserve, or they
Get to.
must, you know,
Yes.
get to, when it comes to education. And so it can be very confusing. Now, why did you decide to go back to school? Why did you decide
My
like that?
number one reason was I have always been, this girl that wants to get to a height in life. My dad was quote unquote a catcher, and he did everything to see his kids through school, even his siblings and everything, their kids to school. But because my dad died this early, right after Form 5, when I was going through to lower and upper 6, that's when my dad died. And through that transition, that pushed me into early marriage. We will talk about that in a bit.
Mm.
It pushed me into early marriage, and
Yeah.
I realized that it was my mistake there.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah.
So I decided to correct that chapter in my life.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Yes, I decided to correct it. And I decided to correct it using the right channel.
Yeah.
One, I could travel and decide to go hustle and come home with money. But I did decided on two things. I will go hustle and see myself through school,
Yeah.
get what I wanted to get, and come back home and make
Yeah.
life a bit easier for myself and my son.
Yeah.
And that is why I decided to go back to school, just to fulfill that in me. And secondly, I told myself wherever my dad is, he will be happy for me.
Mm.
At least he wanted me to be a lawyer
Mm.
or to get into the military with my figure and everything.
Square walk, boom.
Why?
No, I mean, you're a very disciplined woman, with a good heart, amazing.
Yeah.
You're smart, and so definitely yes. But the amazing thing is you got into other fields,
Yes,
right?
yes.
That
I
also,
got into sales and customer service. I got
yeah,
into sales because I it wasn't what I wanted. I got into marketing. It wasn't what I wanted. But I realized that is where I was good at. I couldn't struggle to talk to people. I couldn't just struggle to say a word to people, to
yeah,
convince people.
yeah,
So I realized that was my strength.
yeah. Good. Actually, yeah, a lot of people find it very difficult to really um, decide or have a solid
Mm,
decision on going back to school, especially whenever, you know, it comes to mind that they should or they want to go back to school. I
mhm.
think that they feel, I mean, maybe it's the stigma or what, I mean, the fear of getting into class and not doing well, and everything
Yeah,
else, the age, you
it's
know.
a whole
And
package. It's a
so
whole
what
package.
is that necessary? Must one, because look, it took me a while before getting back
Yeah,
to school. It took me a
it's
while.
it's
I can't
it's not
say that.
necessary, but we go through it because of life. And it's because we are differently wired.
Yeah.
I I got I got in to sit in a class with kids around, you know, 19, 21, 23, and I was over 20. I was around 27, 28. But I made up my mind. This is why I came here. I'll get it, and I'll get out.
I mean,
And
that was
that's
still
it.
a good age for you to go back to school. There are people in their 30s, late 30s, 40s, 50, 50s.
I
In my
agree.
class, there's someone who
Yes,
is
I
in
agree. But
her
you know
50s.
why? You know why? Because I had gotten out of marriage. And you know what kind of a marriage I went
You
into?
got, yeah,
Everything was rosy and everything.
yeah.
So it was like I thought it was a setback for me. But later I realized no, it was a push.
Yes, yes.
It was a push.
Now, this is one of the things that I am always concerned about, and I always press on it. I'm keen on talking about it. So, if the youth of today or the teenagers, those who've gotten the privilege to be in school, right? What
Mm-hmm.
advice have you got for
My
them?
dear, take it with your chest, with everything. Put in the effort. Be serious. Don't listen to friends. Go for it. Let your books and your studies be everything to you. I tell you,
Yeah.
get the sacrifice, push, bend the midnight oil, do it, because it will get to a time you wouldn't be able to do it. You will be willing, but
In
you
fact,
wouldn't get it. Sometimes even the finance as at that time
mhm,
will be difficult for you.
mhm.
It will be so difficult that you would ask yourself, why did I do this huge mistake? But
Yeah.
it will be good. So I tell everyone, even if you are seeing yourself through school now, take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Do it. Learn hard. Get to your peak. If you have a refreshing course, go for it. Knowledge is so huge. Knowledge is it's like a well of riches, a well of gems that when you acquire, it takes you through life,
Yes,
no
indeed.
matter where you get.
It makes it much, much, much better to deal with.
Easier,
Yeah, yeah, yes.
it makes it so easier. So easier.
I mean, lately I see a lot of young girls and guys videos on social media and doing all sorts of things. And I mean, some of them are actually in school and they get into
Mm-hmm.
activities on their phone cameras and they post them. And I'm thinking, is this really necessary? Isn't there time for everything? Won't there come a
There is
time when
time
you
for
have the
everything.
freedom to just do whatever it is? At
Do it.
least you've acquired the knowledge that you want. So if things goes bad, you know that, oh, I have
Yeah.
acquired the knowledge and I can live, I can sustain my life, I can take care of myself. But when you're
Mm-hmm.
in the process of building your mind, becoming the best of you via education or through education, and you don't pay attention, that's sad. Because I can
Yeah.
remember, I mean, Auntie Lydia, I mean, yes, one of our encounter in
Mm.
via relationship or in our relationship is how you were there for me when I got pregnant at age
Mm-hmm.
19, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I should have been in school at that time, right? But I actually allowed my circumstances at that time got to me or getting me, and then I went astray. So,
Yes. Yes.
but you were in my life, and I really appreciate
Mm-hmm.
that, and that's the
And
reason
I
why
always told you,
you
you've
kept
got
on.
to go back to school.
You
You've got to go back to
yes, it was one of the things that you kept pressing on, that I do, and I appreciate it. I did at a point, but yes, I mean, life happens, but I'm back.
life happens,
Life
yes.
happens, and I'm
And
happy
I'm
that
glad you're back.
yes,
And
yes,
the fact that we are talking about going back to school, getting knowledge, acquiring all this, doesn't mean that is a shortcut for you. No,
no, no, no,
it
no, no,
doesn't.
no, not at all. That
It
reminds
doesn't
me,
mean
Auntie
that.
Lydia, you got into other fields as time went on. You had a
Yeah.
shop in Makala.
Yeah.
You started, I mean, you got into catering, and then
Mm-hmm.
also decor. Actually, yeah, I mean, you did so many things.
And
This,
deco is one of the things I want to do most now in my life. I
wow.
want to be perfect. I want to get there. So if there is anyone on this platform, I'm just throwing it out there. I want to
Please
get
do.
into deco.
Please do.
I want to get into deco. I want to go to the class. I want to have every knowledge about it, you know, because at this time in my life, I'm 40 now. This is what I want to do. You understand? This is what I want to do. I've done the running around, going to Makola. Can you believe I went for all this education, got to Ghana, couldn't get a job?
That's another
Had to,
conversation for
yes,
another
yes,
day.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. That is why I say getting the education is one thing, and using it is another thing.
Yeah.
But the fact that you have it is not lost. It's here. So whenever you get the opportunity, you exhibit.
So
You
it
make
means
good
that
use of
certain
it.
skills that you had acquired over the years, so whilst you're growing up, I mean, you did put that to use when you realized you couldn't get a
Yes,
job, right?
yes,
And so
yes.
that's how you got into, I
And
mean,
then, before I forget this, when I got to Makola, I did not get there to acquire a shop. I went to buy something from a woman in Makola from a shop, actually, just a wig to braid my hair. And then, as I spoke to her, she asked me, "What do you do?" And then I said, "Oh, we had businesses. Those times I was into wines and stuff." I said, "Really? Me ma we juma obeye. Me pese dia okasa." Then I said, "Oh, why not?" But me ti Ashoman estate. And see, Ashoman to Accra would be, I said, "No, I'll pay your transport. So come and see me on Saturday." And that was my breakthrough. As at that time.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. The woman gave me a job. Anyway, shout out to her, Becky's Weeks.
Wow.
She gave me a job. And before, I think within 3 months, that was when I got my own shop in Makola. Can you believe? All enlightened, all full, you're dressed up and everything.
Nicely.
And
with
you're
your
selling,
customer service skills, right?
you know,
Yeah.
and you're selling earrings, you're selling bow ties, you're selling, things but it taught me so many lessons in life that when you're down, you're not out.
Yes.
When you're up, it's
yes.
not all for you.
That's true.
Yeah.
So right now, you really want to get into deco, right?
Definitely.
Okay.
Deco.
Amazing. I mean, there's some great, interior deco companies or brands that I really, really admire in this country.
Okay.
There's quite a few of them, and I'm sure that I can share that with you. We can approach them to see how you guys can work together. I think this is how we get to help each other, isn't it? And the amazing thing is the heads or the CEOs of this amazing brands, okay, are women and men who are very passionate about helping other people develop themselves. So they always come up with their master classes, and then some free
I would love to attend
mentorship that can help them become the best if they have interest in deco. Yes, it's deco an event, right? It's important. I think we can do that, Auntie Lydia. Why not?
We will.
Definitely. Yeah, of course. And for you too, guys, if you want to get into deco or whatever it is, let's see how. Do we have, look, everybody is on social media, really. I mean, yes, most of the businesses that you see and admire so much, and you wonder how well they are doing. They're here, and so don't hesitate to approach them. Send them messages if you need help, if you want to meet them. I mean, if you want mentorship. I mean, it's why don't you open up and see if
Yeah,
help will come through for you. I believe it will. Guys, it's what goes on in the mind, right? It's
it's
very
true.
important that
It's
we
true.
think positive,
It's
and
true.
that will definitely manifest. And once we put in the work as well, it's not only thinking positive, but also putting in the work. So we're going to put in the work and definitely believe we'll get the results that we deserve. So, Auntie Lydia,
Yes,
there's
baby.
one thing I want to ask you, right? And this is
Go ahead.
personal. It is because over the years, I think you're one of the people that really knows me. I mean, then we've not seen each other in a while, but if there's anything about me, guys, it's not what is good, or if there's anything that you've noticed or you noticed then that thing needs to be worked on, right? About me, what would that be? This is one of the difficult questions a lot of people don't ask, because they're thinking, oh, what's so good about me that you think I can do
No,
better? No, it's
it's not.
what you need to work
Absolutely.
on, guys. And most of the time, it's the people afar, those who watch you from a
Yeah,
distance, those who are not,
yeah.
they notice it, you know. And you've
It's
known
two
me,
things.
Angelia. Oh, hey, easy for you.
It's two things.
Please
One,
go ahead.
procrastination.
Hmm.
Two, caring so much about others and forgetting about yourself. These
Wow.
two things. And you need to adjust. You need to change. When you procrastinate, we all procrastinate, but it gets to a level, it breaks you down. It gets to a level, it makes you immobile, both emotionally and physically, because there are things you have to get going. You have to get going at. But you say, oh, Maye, oh, Maye, oh, Maye, you know, you need to change. Two, you care so much about people who don't care about you.
Hmm.
Yeah. You give in so much. It's good. But this is when you learn to love yourself. Love yourself. When you love yourself, ultimately, when you are giving out that love to someone else and the person is not noticing, not receiving it, you know it. And learn to say, no, I'm done. That's it. That's it. That's it. I'm not opening you up to the world.
No, please do open, open it. Open whatever it is
I'm
in the
just
world.
telling you the
I
truth.
asked. Yes.
Yes, the truth and nothing but the truth. I told you so many years ago, go back to school. You were on high heel. You were on 6 inches. You were here and there, and you didn't take it so well. But I'm glad that it took you so long, but today you're back in school.
Yeah.
I'm glad. So for one, at least we've achieved something.
Yeah.
For the other, I know it will take a long while, but you will get there. It's
Yeah.
step
I
by
will.
step.
Actually, then, as a matter of fact, not even it's going well, not bad at all. I am so determined that, I mean, things are beginning to register. Yes, and we will definitely get there. Now, right now, guys, when you're given the ugly truth to your face and in the presence of your loved ones, you know, it is not an easy thing, but I am so
Yeah.
grateful, Auntie Lydia. Thank you so much. This is what I
You're welcome.
like. Unfortunately, in life, we don't have, not everybody have good friends, okay, that are good people that can tell them the ugly truth, the truth about them. And at this point in my life, this is all I need. Now, the point I wanted to make, or I want to make, is that I can't make any excuse, or I can't give any excuse right now It's easy on your face. Oh, Chrissy, thank you so much for joining. You're amazing. I love you, Chrissy. I really appreciate you. Real Pencil, thanks for joining too. The point I'm going to make right now is that, guys, I can decide to tell you why at that time I did not want to go back to school. I didn't think it would be possible. I can't concentrate. I can give you all the excuses, or I can give you all the reasons, right? But at this point, guys, it doesn't matter.
At all.
It does not matter at all.
Yeah.
The most important thing is you want to know what it is about you that can be worked on for you to become a better person. And so, guys, let's not dwell on our excuses. When we hear the truth in such a way, guys, or when people tell us the truth about ourselves, even when we don't ask and we are told, can we just be honest to ourselves, right? That yes, this is something that has been recognized by someone who sincerely cares about you. Or even if they don't care and they've noticed this about you,
and
I
they've
think
done you a whole lot of good. Yes.
So no excuses matters right now. I really can't be bothered. Yes, they might be relevant, but at this point, not relevant at all, guys. No. And I hope you'll be bold enough to ask the kind of question I asked Auntie Lydia this morning. If you can pick one or two people in your lives that can tell you, believe will tell you the truth about something that you've not been able to identify about yourself, I think that would be a good thing. That's one of the ways to really become a better person and work on yourself. Auntie Lydia, thank you so much. So let's talk about some of their names. Auntie Lydia, this is amazing. Thank you so much for your honesty. I really appreciate it. What are some of the good times? Let's talk about the good times. We talked about, I mean, how the Kolabonisem started, what you've been through. What are some of the things that you've done that you're so proud of? Now, actually, a lot of people forget to be proud, to feel proud about their achievement, even if it's as tiny as an ant or, you know, something. You know, they should be grateful for it. I've done that in the past. I'm trying to feel grateful and feel grateful and be proud of the things I've done without setting my certificate, not having, you know, a uni certificate. Do you get what I mean? I mean, a lot of things I've done. One of them, so we're going to talk about three things, Auntie Lydia. So I'm going to start with one. So one of the things I'm so proud of. Okay, so we have Money Brown one. Hi, good morning. Hi. The truth hurts, and sometimes we as humans don't want to hear it. But if we want to be a better version of ourselves, we should be humble enough to hear it and make an effort to change or do better. Of course, you're right, dear. It's good to have you here. Great job. That's so true. This truth, I check. Magic, so guys, so Auntie Lydia, one of the things I'm so proud of, that because of what I went through as a young girl growing up, okay, I'm happy and proud today. I'm sharing it with you, everybody here on this platform. I'm so happy that I never kept quiet. I'm so happy that regardless of my education background, I got on TV to speak my mind. I got on TV to encourage other women. I got on TV and used my voice. And I'm still doing that. One of the things I'm extremely proud of. And the ultimate, that I have a child that I can also impart all the wrongs I did, right, into a very positive way for him. Okay, and definitely I'll have more, whatever. So yes, these are some of the things I'm extremely proud of. Now, let's get Auntie Lydia back on. I think we lost her. Guys, this is interesting, isn't it? Amazing. I love it. I'm enjoying it. Let's get Auntie Lydia back on. The network is not really helping. Queen Shai, please don't go. It's Saturday. Everybody's chilling. Most of us are chilling. We have work, but we chill this morning and share some great knowledge. Dolly, how are you doing? And congratulations on your show. If you're here, we would arrange a day to get you on so we can all hear more about your amazing show and podcast. I love everything about it. I love the glam. I love it. You see how stunning you are. You are beautiful. Very, very beautiful, Dolly. And so keep up the great job, right? And smart as well. You are. Auntie Lydia. So these are
Yes,
some of the things
sorry.
I'm very excited about. We have Van Vika who's joined us. Van Vika, good morning.
Okay.
How are you doing? Thanks for joining the Morning Booster. It would be nice to have you on to share some knowledge with you. Aunt Lydia, so regardless my education background or educational background, I'm happy. I'm so proud that I put my voice out there. All the way from England, when I moved to England, I started a television show in my living room after my son turned 1. And to date, I still, you know, speak out for my community, women, everybody really. And yes, and I'm there to see other people do better than I did at my age, at the age you are right now. And those who are older than me, I mean, I'm ready to learn from their mistakes and do better and learn from their success as well and become extremely successful. So that's what I'm very proud of. What are you very proud of? 3 things.
3 things. You know, the first one is I gave love a chance again, and out of it, I had a daughter, and she is beautiful. Because after divorce, I told myself I wasn't going to have kids anymore. I wasn't going to get married again, you know. But I gave life a chance again. I gave relationship a chance again. That will be the number 1 achievement of my life. Anytime I see my girl, I'm happy. After 12 years, apart from Nana Kwame, and she came. She came in bizarre circumstances, but she's been a blessing. And 2, I was where I thought I could have put up mansions and everything. I was doing well. I had all that. But I couldn't do jack for myself. But at my lowest moment, the second thing I was able to achieve in life was to see my son through school. Yeah. Was to see my son, Nana Kwame, through school. And I get emotional about him because you know.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Okay.
Yeah. I'm so proud of these 2 things. The last one is just a plus, or maybe just a tip of an iceberg.
I think if you give me the opportunity to tell you what the last one is for you, I will do it. Please give me the opportunity. Give me that opportunity. I think the last one, the third one, not the last, but the third one is definitely the amazing path, blessings, right? Fulfillment, Auntie Lydia, that God is about to pour on you. To let you, God is about to let you experience everything you've lost, Auntie Lydia. You're going to get it back in billion folds. I mean, that I know for sure, Auntie Lydia. I've never doubted that. Never ever doubted that. That is it
and
for
it's
me.
happening
To you. It is happening. Yes, it is. Auntie Lydia, it's true. Yes, you've lost a lot. Hey, Auntie Lydia, I can't imagine. I can't even. I mean, but isn't
Can you imagine you in marriage and your husband has, you know, you have your own shop as big, as sizable as you can, chain of shops, and never be too with padlock. How would you go through this in life? And when you are away,
we're not even dwelling on that anymore.
That's it.
Okay. Yes, yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. Wow.
Auntie Lydia, that
that
I
is
know.
it.
That's the third
Yeah.
thing I know for sure that
Yeah.
is
So
happening in your
amazing.
life.
A
Yes,
beautiful
you're
life I'm
gonna. Oh yes,
experiencing.
yes, yes, Auntie
Yes.
Lydia.
Beautiful
Yes,
life.
and I think that it's about time that we get into our Becca and really try and see how we can help that community
We
because
will. We will.
yes, yes, and God is going to direct that. We'll make that happen.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
Mm-hmm.
good thing. Auntie Lydia, thank you so much. Like
You're
I
welcome,
said,
baby.
we would love to have you as a permanent guest on the Morning Booster, and so yes, we'll be sending our cameras to you. Yes, it's still going to be virtual. It's still going to be virtual, but we'll send the cameras to you where we get you
Yeah,
ready
yeah.
for the morning. The days you feel, you see, the good thing is we're just ourselves. We're always cool. We don't have to really bother
Real.
and do your makeup. But the days you feel like making up, wearing your wigs and
Yeah.
feeling yourself
I was
like
just from a run too.
wow.
You know,
Oh yeah, you were yes. And one of the things you've been very consistent with, right? Yes,
exercise.
exercise and yeah,
Exercise.
it's amazing. Okay,
It
so
is.
guys, we want to say a very big thank you to Auntie Lydia. Auntie Lydia, God bless you. We appreciate you.
God bless you too. Say hi.
There's more to talk about. Okay. Hey, boo boo, sugar boo, boo boo boo. Just how are you?
Yeah.
Boo 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 boo, the boo boo boo. Hey, I miss you, Papa. How are you? How are you,
I'm
Giselle?
fine.
Aw,
I'm
how's
fine.
school? How's school? Good?
Yeah.
Have you been wearing your mask?
Yes.
Okay, good. So I'm going to send you some hand sanitizers, okay? Some hand wipes, okay? Disinfectant wipes that you can use to clean your hands and clean your decks with it. Okay, I'll do that. And I miss you. Lots of love. Kisses. Mwah, mwah. Kiss mommy if you're more. Boom.
Bye bye.
Okay, love you, Giselle. See you soon. At media. Oh, I know you have to
Thank
go now.
you.
Back when
Yeah.
I have breakfast, can it be?
So about faith hand.
If I know you, oh, cross super. Where about the appointment?
Hey, you on life. On
My,
life.
my,
You are asking Mama question.
floor.
Yes,
Hey,
you're crazy.
at Lydia, Kojo is
Yes,
online.
baby. Hey!
Yes, sir.
Hey, hi, Kojo.
Just woke up. Quotation.
Hey.
Get ready. So, guys, we want to say thank you to Auntie Lydia. We'll have you back
Thank
on
you so
soon. God
much.
bless you. Enjoy
Thank
your
you. God
weekend,
bless
and
you.
we'll talk right after this. We'll talk. Okay.
Right.
All right then.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Love you.
Ah.
So, guys, that was Auntie Lydia. I mean, so 3 days ago we started a conversation with her, and it's on a journey, my journey with her as a friend and an auntie and a good friend. I mean, very, very good friend. She was there for me. I mean, many times when I needed help, and that's it. I mean, we're catching up online, and so guys, I hope you learned a lot. If possible, there's more to come. Yes, if we have life and can breathe every day and feel ourselves like we're doing this morning, it would be amazing. Okay, we would have things to talk about, experiences to share, and learn more new things and become better. It's very, very important. So, guys, Queen Shy, I don't know if we're gonna grab her today, but I think we'll not. We might not because we didn't plan it. Kwesi, thank you, thank you. So what it means is that you are the voice for the voices. Chrissy, thank you so much. Yes, early on when I said, I was talking about how I'm proud of myself to really speaking out and using my voice regardless of my educational background and so on and so forth, guys. Never, fear is one thing. Yes, I mean, there are different aspects of our lives that fear has been able to take over. But guys, identify that and really try your best to snap out of it and do everything you can. Everything you can. If you need help, seek it so that you can really snap out of fear, and then conquer it one way or the other is very important. It's sad if you're not doing anything about your issues, but if you are putting in the effort, guys, then look, it will be worth it, and your life is worth it, worth trying, worth pushing, and bringing the best out of yourself, the people around you, and especially your community, guys. Your community, we need that. And so, guys, I want to say a very good morning to you. I'll bring Kojo on Monday, and we would have some great things to talk about on the show, and then many more. So, guys, let me know some of the topics you want us to share on this platform. If you want to get on, feel free, let me know. If you want to share experiences, please feel free. These are the things that you can't keep quiet about, guys. I mean, you can decide to share some and leave the others. I mean, if you think it's too sensitive or personal, but if not, please feel free. Let's share, okay? So have a great morning. Enjoy your weekend and feel yourself to the core. Love yourself more. You heard from Auntie Lydia that I procrastinate, and then what? I love others too much. Now I'm learning how to love myself more. And so I have to learn how to say no and learn how to make time for me. And already I'm struggling with it because I'm not used to it. And so, but it's going well so far. It is going well, guys. It is. And so I'm going to encourage myself to become the best of me, as I've always determined to be, and do the same for you. Take care. God bless you. I love you. Yes. Bye for now.